And Manchester United 4, Hull City 1. Easy start to the season. And as it... Oh, no. I've just realised that's what meant to happen. Manchester United 0, Hull City 2, mauled by the Tigers and the same old crap. But don't be negative, everybody. Don't be negative. You know, if you saw this coming and you had concerns about a terrible transfer window, shut up and stop being negative, because what we were meant to do this summer was run around with our tops off saying how great the summer's been, how we've saved money, how you'd rather have Santos, Tielemans and Baleba than buy people like Tonali and Mateus Fernandes. Well, we'll see how that gets on across the season. Because when you buy cheap, you sometimes buy twice. But look, ultimately, some people saw this coming, some people didn't. And just to reiterate why some of us saw stuff like this coming, and it will keep happening, when you give an interim manager the job, people overperform. They work hard. Then when you give the interim manager the full-time job, people drop their standards. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer couldn't stop winning. You give him the job and people stop trying. Carrick, unbelievable until the end of the season. First game of the season as full-time manager, you can't score against Hull and you get beat. Sometimes people like Sir Jim Radcliffe, Omar Barada, Jason Wilcox, they do well to actually research the club they're meant to run. Because some of us have seen this before. And I find it surreal that I'm looking at Man United in 2026 with Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford trying to save the game for us running down the left wing. How many years ago did Ralph Rangnick talk about open heart surgery? And our solution when we're 2-0 down to Hull is Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford down the left wing, Harry Maguire pushing forward. I mean, the next thing we need to see is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and McKenna back in the dugout. And, you know, we're back in 2022. And this is the first game of the season. This is not with an injury crisis.
We have just been beaten to a newly promoted team. This is the first time in 50 odd years Hull City have beaten us. You see these lot? They just about came into the Premier League. They did it via the playoffs. They were actually favourites to get relegated in the Championship last season. We've lost to them. Embarrassing. That is absolutely embarrassing. Do not tell me to calm down. Pathetic, weak, spineless performance from some of these players. We can talk about Michael Carrick, and I will do, about the tactics, about what the game plan was. But these group of players, yeah, are absolutely a joke. They thought they could just stroll on the football pitch, put the sandals on, and it's a given to win a football match. You know these guys are going to be up for it. It's the first time they've been in the Premier League for a while. And yet, there was no commitment. There was no willing to win the ball back. This idea that we're just sitting off their game plan. All their game plan was get the ball out wide and cross it. But yet, what do? You got time. You can relax. Go on then, have a free aim. What are we doing? Some of these players today, man, what have you been doing all summer? What's the mentality this season? Think you can put his feet up and just relax? No. We've got to go again. This football club has not done the basics for so long. To maintain your position in the league, so good and well doing it last season, yeah? When there was less pressure and we had one game a week. This is the season where you need to fix up. But the reality is, guys, Maguire and Luke Shaw are still at our football club. If it anything embodies Manchester United since Alex Ferguson has been here, it's Maguire and Shaw. I don't care if you want to call it scapegoats. I do not care. I do not care. The reality is, these two are still at our football club. Yeah? That whole mindset, yeah, of having players who have been failures in the past, who have been teams where we've been knocked for 7, for 5, for 4, you damn name it. Been in the lowest of the lows with these players. And the reality is, we're still with these lot. That's the reality. From the off, I knew there was something dodgy about this game. I just knew there was something dodgy about us. We weren't keeping the ball. There was no midfield presence. Bruno Fernandes.
Come on, I'm excited for it. Never mind. How about you go? Hey, look, we didn't just lose to Hull there. We just got beaten by Hull. They deserved the win. 2-0, a completely fair result. That was embarrassing from United, but genuinely not shocking. I watched that game against AC Milan. That was a complete continuation. Any sort of fears and concerns that you might have about this team, boom. They've just been completely validated, and well done. Oh, United got a nice easy start to the season with 2 newly promoted teams. Or how about you go and play like that? You know what that stunk of to me? I'm not looking at that team thinking, if we just add a Carlos Baleba in there, we'll be all right. That stunk of a team that went there and thinking, yeah, we're going to win this. That's right. Yeah, we got enough. No, you don't. That game was won by Hull in the first half and completely lost by United in the first half. All right. We had, 70% possession? But Hull won like 65% of the duels. I could have a photo of Tielemans here, of Santos, of anybody in that team from that game. Nobody was reacting to anything. Second to every ball. Whether it's from the 2 set pieces that they scored. Whether it's from every single time the ball was in the corner. Every single time they swung a ball in. Hull were dangerous. Far more threatening than we were. Our most threatening player in that game was a certain Harry bloody Maguire. That was, it's as bad as it could have been, really. That was as bad as it could have been. We were shit. We completely deserved to lose. We had no threat, really, at any point in that game. What was the biggest threat that we had? Was it the chance in the first half that went through to Mbeumo and then he's fired a shot into the keeper? Maybe. Cunha, nothing. Mbeumo, largely, let's be honest, nothing. Dorgu, completely invisible. You absolute whoppers, man. That's what I mean. I'm not shocked because I saw the same sort of problems against AC Milan. But I'm thinking, no, that's all right. It's a preseason game. Largely, I thought we played okay in preseason, but we were just shit against Hull. We completely deserved to lose. Dorgu had an absolute stinker out on that left-hand side. But so did really Mbeumo. So did Bruno. So did Cunha. Completely invisible. Our biggest attacker was Maguire. And it took 45 minutes for us to need Rashford to come on to try and change the game. Rashford didn't change the game in that second half.